This is the moment of a lifetime. The clock's ticking like my lifeline. Until I flatline, I push it to the red line. Who gon' stop me high? Who gon' stop me high?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the latest edition of No Mercy, coming at you, as I love to do, at the very least, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Wherever you can find your podcast, you will find No Mercy. That's K-N-O-W. Mercy with yours truly, Stephen A. Smith. I must confess to you that I am up late, very, very late, in the wee hours of the morning, recording this podcast for you. That's going to be posted in just a matter of a few hours. I am tired. I have been working all day. I've had to do book tours, book signings. I've had to travel in this trifling weather with torrential rains coming down and people acting like they don't know how to drive at all. I've had to do all of these things. Okay? I really have. I got a lot on my mind right now. But before I express it, let me say first, we are right here in the studio, thanks to our official studio sponsor, FanDuel Sportsbook. FanDuel is the official sports betting company of the No Mercy podcast. Let me get that out the way. Sponsors are important. But I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very ecstatic to have this podcast. Because I am tired and I'm pretty damn annoyed. I'll take that back. I'm pissed off. It needs to be said. Because certain things are just freaking ridiculous. Now, ain't too many names I'm going to mention. Because I'm a popular dude. And by virtue of being a popular dude, I know some people, and some people like to text me all the damn time. People in Hollywood. People in the world of hip-hop. People in the world of sports and entertainment. Some of the biggest stars you can imagine. I ain't going to mention their name because I don't do that unless they give me permission to do so. I don't betray those trusts. I don't cross those lines. But I got to tell you something. I'm pretty pissed because talk about unnecessary drama as if I don't have enough things to do. I got to interrupt my regularly scheduled evening to make sure I get in front of a camera and address Rihanna and Beyonce, or not them directly, but their supporters, their followers. Really? Really? I mean, this stuff is pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. Now, in case you were living under a rock and you don't know what happened, let me lay it out for you. Because here we are again. Ladies and gentlemen, I was a guest promoting my book on the Sherri Shepherd show. You know she's replaced Wendy Williams. She's doing a phenomenal job. They just picked up 2 additional seasons for her show. I'm so proud of that sister. She's wonderful. She's absolutely wonderful. Okay? I've known Sherri for a few years. You know, I wouldn't call us friends because we haven't been around one another like that. I've only seen her a few times, but we are very friendly. She's a wonderful, wonderful talent in person, and I wish her nothing but the best. She was kind enough to have me on her show to promote my new book, Straight Shooter, which is out on shelves now everywhere. Barnes & Nobles, Amazon, Target, Walmart, I mean everywhere. My book is everywhere. Okay? Sherri Shepherd was kind enough, after I did Good Morning America, after I did Good Morning America 3, after I did The View, Sherri Shepherd had me on her show. Ladies and gentlemen, it was a fun segment. Okay? But suddenly the show turned into another case of cancel culture trying to stir up drama where, damn it, there shouldn't be any. Now, for those of you who are not aware, okay, And you don't understand the definition and you can't comprehend what cancer culture is. Let me remind you what it is. It refers to the mass withdrawal of support from public figures or celebrities who have done things that aren't socially acceptable. The practice of canceling or mass shaming often occurs on social media platforms such as Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, in case you didn't know. I'm just breaking it down for you. I actually had that definition written down to make sure people understood it. And again, for those of you who are unaware, I stopped by Sherri Shepherd's daytime talk show to promote my new memoir, Straight Shooter. And while Sherri was interviewing me, she asked if I was excited about Rihanna performing at the halftime of the Super Bowl. Next thing you know, your brother's trending on social media. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the crime. Brace yourself, because it's a crime. I didn't know, but apparently it's a crime. Brace yourself. I should be handcuffed. I should be arrested. I should be stripped of my duties to ever be on television again, because I had the temerity and the unmitigated gall to say that Beyonce was my favorite Super Bowl halftime performer and set the standard in her 2013 and 2016 performances. And now it's Rihanna drama and Stephen A. needs to shut the hell up and stick to sports. And that's just one of the things they've said about me. To refresh everyone's memory, let me quote myself and what I said. I don't want to say I'm not excited. Rihanna's fantastic. That's not where I'm going with this, ladies and gentlemen. She's a lot of things. She's spectacular, actually, and congratulations on new mamahood. But there's one thing she's not. She ain't Beyonce. Ladies and gentlemen, did I say Rihanna wasn't great? Did I say she's not sensational? Did I say she's not a superstar? I didn't say any of those things. Not a word. All I said is that she ain't Beyonce, because I don't believe anyone's Beyonce. She had her time, now it's Rihanna's time. Okay, fine. So, we can't move on from that? I did not say, I'm going to repeat, I'm not saying Rihanna won't be great. I even said in the interview, and I quote, Rihanna's music is fantastic. She's great. She's a sister. I love her dearly. I listen to her music all the time. I'm going to support her till the cows come home. I'm just telling you, for me, there's Beyonce, and then there's everybody else. That's it. There was Michael Jackson, and then there was everybody else. There was Prince, and then there was everybody else. You want me to go back in history? There was the Isley Brothers. There was the Temptations. There were the Four Tops. And then there was everybody else. There was Luther. And then there was everybody else. I loved Freddie Jackson. He won Luther. I loved me some Teddy Pendergrass. Actually, to me, he damn near was Luther. Ooh. Turn him off. Light a candle. Teddy! Since when did this become some issue for cancer culture? Ladies and gentlemen, I have a black female member of my staff. Her name is Sherri. Here, Sherri, Stephen watched the interview. Because I watched it, and I hated that you compared Rihanna to Beyonce. Each one deserves their own shine and their own right, Stephen A. I mean, come on. Really? Ladies and gentlemen, I could do an hour-long podcast on opinions from my girl, Sherri. She's got an opinion every 2 seconds. It could be about food. It could be about singers. It could be about comedians. It could be about artists. It could be about writers. It could be about podcasters. If it has anything to do with anything that's walking and breathing, Sherri got an opinion. She got an opinion. But far be it for me to express one. And then we talking about, but why, Stephen? Why? Well, there's a couple of things that go into it. How about the fact that Sherri Shepherd's team came to me and said, Sherri wants you in debate mode because she got some things she wants to challenge you on. So feel free to express your thoughts about anything she asks because she's going to approach you with a debate style interview. Okay. That's what I did. No harm, no foul. I had an opinion. I expressed it. Well, if you just expressed it, Stephen A., you just expressed it, then why did you come out and apologize? Because of y'all asses, that's why. I know Rihanna is phenomenal and fantastic. Because I big upped Beyonce, y'all tried to equate that with me saying she's not. Which I did not say. And as a result of that, I didn't want this wonderful, beautiful sister, 34-year-old Barbadian. She's from Barbados. I'm from the West Indies. I'm from St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. Who is one of the most successful artists in history. Who is brilliant at what she does. That has her own Rihanna Navy followers. That got all of that going on. I didn't want anybody thinking that I don't have love for her and reverence and respect for her. But it is possible to have that love and respect and that adulation and still prefer somebody else. I loved Luther. I preferred Teddy. I loved Prince. I preferred Michael Jackson. And after that, New Edition. Not before Prince, though. Today, I prefer Bruno Mars over everybody. That don't mean Coldplay or anybody else is not good. I think one of the baddest rappers on the planet is Eminem. Nobody comes before Jay-Z to me. And I think that when it comes to a DJ, when it comes to a producer, a music producer, I think Dr. Dre is the closest thing to God that I have ever seen. I ain't taking away from anybody else. It's just that they ain't Dr. Dre, not to me. Is that a crime? Is it? Ladies and gentlemen, I got news for you. Notice how I have my favorites. Do you know every single individual I just mentioned or every single group I just mentioned, I got all their albums? I bought all their music over the years. I didn't just buy one artist. I got Rihanna's albums, just like I got Beyonce's. Both of them got my money. I just prefer Beyonce a little bit more. That is not a crime. But y'all tried to make it out to be one, didn't y'all? And that's exactly why this nonsense had to be addressed. Charlamagne the God, I heard you. Had my girl Angela Rye on with you too. Oh, I got a whole lot to say. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. You're listening to No Mercy with Stephen A. Don't touch that dial. I got more. I want a new version of myself. I want to do something new. Well, you know something? Our friends at Harry's feel the same way. Maybe you want to bring back the soul patch. Maybe you're done with that chest hair. Whatever new look you want. Whatever you want to do with yourself, Harry has the tools for your cleanest shave ever. Listen, When I think about my facial hair, I like the goatee look, okay? That's what worked for me, okay? I don't like to look a bit rough and what have you. I want to look clean and smooth with the square look, the goatee, not a round look because I got an egg head and I don't like that. Any way you want to slice it, I've got my preferences. Here's what you need to know, okay? The Truman Shave Trial Set is at $15 value for just $3 and comes with a 5-blade razor, weighted hand, foaming shave gel, and a travel cover. You can get all this at harrys.com/mercy. These razors are the top tier in quality and effectiveness. Their blades are made in their own factory in Germany and hold up after 3 shaves, 5 shaves, 8 shaves. You will see and feel the difference. There's a reason that Harry's the highest customer satisfaction in the whole shaving industry. No matter how new your new you is, look sharp all year long with Harry's. Get a $15 Truman Shave Trial Set for just $3 at harrys.com/mercy. That's harrys.com/mercy for a $3 trial set. Come on, Charlamagne, bro. Come on, man. I'm looking forward to being on the Breakfast Club next week. First of all, I got mad love for them. You know, DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God. Those are my boys. And I love seeing Angela Rye on there, who I've known a little bit for years, and she's a beautiful sister, inside and out. Got a lot of respect and a lot of love for her, but come on, y'all. Come on. Charlamagne, I'm just playing around with you. You might say that's necessary. Just like I'm entitled to my opinion, you entitled to yours. Ain't no big deal, dog. It's no problem. We good. We can talk about it when I see you next week, okay? To promote my book, Straight Shooter. We could do that. Angela Rye. First things first. You're fantastic. Work that you've done for ESPN, the work that you've done throughout your career in this business, it's a lot to be proud of. You're strong, highly intelligent, brilliant, I might add. And I hope to see you doing what you're doing even more. But you know me a little bit too. How we gonna go to two sisters being compared? Really? Really, Angela? Or any of y'all for that matter. I mean, I'm reading some of these comments. I am absolutely positively blown away by some of these things that some of these folks are saying. It makes absolutely positively no sense why folks are acting like this. This is the kind of stuff that leads to the degradation of our society. It's not opinions, it's your reaction to them. Whatever happened to somebody saying that's his opinion? I don't care if Rihanna and Beyonce and everybody else sells out every stadium, every arena in the world that they visit. I assure you, there are some people who may show up in attendance that has a different preference than the person they're actually paying to watch. And some people will elect not to pay to watch you at all. And you know what you would say? Hey, so what? Everybody has a right to their opinion. Now, if I sat up there and said Rihanna ain't worth a damn, or Beyonce or somebody isn't worth a damn, and I don't like them as performers or something like that, that's different. I'm degrading and just insulting somebody. No. I'm saying Beyonce set a standard. She turned it out. Just like Michael Jackson set a standard in 1993. He turned it out. Just like Prince was singing Purple Rain and then it started raining in 2007. He turned it out. Just like Bruno Mars turned it out. What year was that? I think it was like 2016. I'm sorry, 2014. Bruno Mars with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Turned it out. I mean, you can't just say that I don't think they this person or I don't think they that group. We gonna see. She better turn it out because I know what happened when I was watching Beyonce in 2013 with Destiny's Child. And in 2016 with Coldplay and Bruno Mars. It's not a crime. The problem is not me saying what I said, Angela. With all due respect, it's you saying what you said. You turning it into this. I think both of them are great. If I'm in my car and I decide I want to listen to Beyonce, that means I'm insulting Rihanna? We can't have an opinion? You of all people, Angela, who has opinions? Come on now. Come on. You'd have said the same thing. I'd have said that's your preference. And to the black women out there, let me tell y'all something. I'm sick and tired of every time I say something, somebody want to go there. I will remind you I was raised by 5 women. Don't talk to me about pitting black women against one another. I see black women going against one another on issues all the time and still hugging one another and going out to dinner and hanging out with each other. What's the problem? Black men do the same thing. White women and white men do the same thing. So what? When are we going to grow the hell up? I'm looking at all of these Super Bowl shows. Diana Ross in 1996. Am I denigrating a black woman because I said that I like Janet Jackson's 2004 performance better than Diana Ross? Is it possible that watching Diana Ross singing Take Me Higher might be, dare I say, a little bit less entertaining than watching Janet Jackson dancing and moving while she's singing, "We are a part of a rhythm nation"? Yo, you telling me that I'm wrong? For a Super Bowl halftime show? Really? Really? I'm looking at these other things, okay? Let's look at this right here. Shania Twain in 2003. Am I wrong if I say that I think Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band might have been a touch better? I don't know. Could be wrong in terms of my choices, but it don't make me wrong for what I said. What if I told you I don't think Prince, as great as he is, measured up, God rest his soul, was greater than Michael Jackson's 1993 performance? Do you know that fans were screaming out of their damn minds for more than a minute and a half when Michael Jackson simply stood there with his head turned to his right and didn't sing, didn't dance, didn't move, didn't anything? That's how riveted they were. How come they ain't do that for everybody else? I'll tell you why. Damn it, they ain't Michael Jackson. Or they weren't Michael. They are not who Michael Jackson was. God rest his soul. All ticket sales the same. All ticket prices the same. All attendance is the same. Are the gate receipts the same? Is the promotion the same? Of course not. And neither are the artists. I just got into the podcast world. I hope to be as great as the Breakfast Club one day. Damn it, they got the edge right now. They had a head start, and they're doing a fantastic job. Damn it, some people want to listen to Charlamagne the God and DJ Envy with Angela Rye. And some people might want to listen to Stephen A. What if they like both? What if they sat up there and said, "Yo, Stephen A., you're a bad brother, man, but it ain't the Breakfast Club. What, am I supposed to lay down and die? Oh, my God, how could they say something about me? Stephen A. Nation, could you get at them, please? Oh, my God, how could they say this about me?" This is pathetic. It's embarrassing. I got stars, texting me and calling me, Stephen A, man, you got to understand, man, you got to pay attention to this. People are coming at you, man. They talking about pitting two black people against one another. We lost our effing minds. That's what we've regressed to. Every little thing that said, we pitting people against one another. You black, you talking about white, or vice versa, is racism. Now we talking about two phenomenal black female artists, but we're pitting them against each other. Because I said, one set the standard. Now here this girl comes. There's a lot to live up to. That's what I said. And oh, by the way, curious question, because I'm certainly not trying to throw any heat in Sherri Shepherd's way. I love her. I'm looking forward to going back on her show. I hope that she's successful. I think that her succeeding Wendy Williams, she's going to do a fantastic job. I love the fact that they picked up a second season of her show, and I think Sherri Shepherd is going to be fantastic. But ladies and gentlemen, I answered the question the way I answered the question. I came on there to promote a book. She asked me about the Super Bowl performance. Question asked, question answered. So, since she said, wait a minute now, it's Rihanna's time, so the Beehive should get a Sherri Shepherd now? Is that what y'all advocating? Because that would be utterly ridiculous. We all know Beyonce is phenomenal. Arguably the greatest in my mind. And to me, Rihanna's right up there. I'm looking forward to seeing her perform at the Super Bowl. But I'll be damned if we gonna sit here and act like we haven't seen performances from the past as I'm looking at them now. Like I said, Diana Ross. You got Mary J. Blige. You got Janet Jackson. You got Shania Twain. Okay? You got, who else is it? The Madonna. Beyonce was after that. Katy Perry was in 2015. Lady Gaga was in 2017. Jennifer Lopez and Shakira was in 2020. You trying to tell me none of y'all gonna think about any of those shows and you just gonna look at Rihanna in a vacuum? You know you lying. You know you lying. This is pathetic and sad that I even have to talk about this BS on my podcast. That I'm literally being attacked for pitting two black women against one another just because I said, yo, there's only one Beyonce. That's what y'all doing now. Charlamagne, again, I ain't pointing a finger at you, bro. I'm just messing with you. Angela Rye was very serious when she said what she said. I don't understand that. I don't understand why something this innocuous would be turned into that. But that's why I got a podcast. So I can address what I want when I want. And that's exactly what the hell I'm doing. I'll be back with some closing thoughts in a minute. It's ridiculous. Cancer culture has taken the hell over. It's pathetic. It's almost like people sat up there and said, well, I don't have certain positions, so let me make sure nobody else has them either. Like bottom feeders, for crying out loud. It's embarrassing for it to be turned into all of this. Back with more No Mercy in a minute. You're listening to Stephen A. with No Mercy. The NFL playoffs are here, and the easiest way to get into the playoffs is with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. New customers, join today to get started with $150 in free bets. Guaranteed when you place your first $5 bet. Just sign up with the promo code MERCY. FanDuel has all your favorite bets from the money line to point spreads to player props. Plus, you can even combine your bets for a chance at a bigger payout with the same game parlay. Now look, all my friends and family bet. They all trying to get paid, and they all use FanDuel to make sure it happens because it's that easy and it's that convenient, okay? That's how you make the NFL playoff experience more exciting for yourself. All on an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. So football fans, don't miss out. Place your first $5 bet to get $150 in free bets, win or lose, with the promo code MERCY. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official sportsbook partner of the National Football League.
21 plus in select states. First online real money wager only. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable free bets that expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG in Colorado, Iowa, Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Virginia, and West Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342 in Arizona. 1-800-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut. 1-800-9-WITH-IT in Indiana. 1-800-522-4700 in Wyoming and Kansas or visit ksgamblinghelp.com in Kansas. 1-877-770-STOP in Louisiana. 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY to 467-369 in New York. Tennessee Redline 1-800-889-9789 in Tennessee.
Stephen A., I'm reading some of these comments in the aftermath of what I said on Sherri Shepherd's show. Stephen A. shucking and jiving and doing that dance. Nobody's trying to do anything. You made a comparison where none was needed. If you own it, there is no need to revise your statement. Just say I said what I said. No, it's not that simple. Not here for Stephen A. Smith on No Mercy. It's not that simple. And the reason it's not that simple is because Rihanna is about to perform in the halftime Super Bowl extravaganza. That's representing the National Football League. I'm a sports commentator. As I articulated earlier in the show, Sherri Shepherd's team came to me because they wanted a debate style format. So I came out there looking for a debate because they wanted to have Sherri Shepherd's own version of a first take kind of debate segment. And it was a lot of fun, and I loved it. So nobody knew it would turn into something like this. But listen to some of these comments. And the need to apologize is because Rihanna is being painted as somebody who was disrespected when no disrespect was intended, nor do I believe it was displayed. I talked about her brilliance and her greatness. I just said I'm a Beyonce fan. That's me. And there's no crime in that. Folks don't have anything better to do. You losing your damn mind. And this is what really, really bothers me about all of this. It's flagrant hypocrisy. People compare stuff every day. Ladies and gentlemen, who are you listening to right now? Who the hell are you watching? I debate for a living every day. Angela Rye has been on First Take and has been a part of debates. We might have asked her questions, but we expressed our opinions before, during, and after she answered those questions when she was on TV. It's what I do for a living. LeBron, to me, is having an astronomical year. Jeff Van Gundy goes on the airwaves and says, Steph Curry's been the best player over the last decade. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to debate that on NBA Countdown Friday night. Is that disrespectful to Steph Curry and LeBron? Because it's going to come down to those two. Are we disrespecting them? Think about it. Pay attention. The Dallas Cowboys, I believe, are going to lose to the San Francisco 49ers this weekend. I think Brock Purdy and the crew are going to ball in San Fran, and they're going to take America's team out. I think the Cowboys are going to lose. I think the Giants are losing to the Eagles. Am I disrespecting Saquon Barkley? What the hell is the matter with you people? What is the matter with y'all? I'm looking at these comments and it's like, oh my God. One woman, where's this comment at? Because I got to read this. I got to find this one from her. I mean, my goodness, she called me a big-headed heathen and all of this other. Stephen A. Smith doesn't know when to shut up. He's too full of himself and he thinks anything that comes out of his mouth is good to go. Oh, big-headed heathen. Well, first of all, I got a little peanut head. Now, I might be a heathen. I can't completely absolve myself from that title. But I don't have a big head. Secondly, if you got paid to debate for a living, would you shut up? Last time I checked, ladies and gentlemen, because I brought up the Breakfast Club, didn't Charlamagne the God express an opinion? Didn't Angela Rye express an opinion? Well, Angela Rye, Charlamagne the God, and Stephen A. Smith opinions differ about this. Why are you pitting two black men together? Do you have any idea how stupid and ridiculous I would sound if I felt that way? Just because Charlamagne and I have a different opinion on this subject? When are we going to grow up as a society and stop acting like this? Is there that many people in this world? And I'm not talking about Angela or Charlamagne or whatever, because they're highly successful people. I'm just talking about folks out there, the trolls, tweeting and all of this other stuff. Do you not have anything better to do? I apologized to Rihanna because it was blown out of proportion. Where I'm from, and the kind of things I pay attention to, my thought process was, Stephen A. said this, wait until the halftime for the Super Bowl come and watch me show you what the hell I can bring to the table, because I'm a bad sister my damn self. That's what I expect from Rihanna. Ladies and gentlemen, did I tell you I think that Denzel Washington is the greatest actor I've ever seen? Am I disrespecting Morgan Freeman? Samuel L. Jackson? Tom Hanks? Tom Cruise? Will Smith? Am I disrespecting them because I said that I think Denzel's the greatest I've ever seen? My brother Spike Lee, I think, is a phenomenal director and producer. Does that mean I'm disrespecting Tyler Perry? In saying those things, am I pitting black men against each other? I think Jamie Foxx is the greatest talent I have ever seen in the history of Hollywood. No one can do it all like he can. He is an actor extraordinaire. He is a singer extraordinaire. He is a performer extraordinaire, an entertainer extraordinaire, and he's a comedian. Nobody in Hollywood is all of those things to the level that Jamie Foxx is. But when it comes to comedians, I'm a fan of Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy and Chris Rock. Am I disrespecting Jamie Foxx? Huh? Renee Zellweger is a tremendous actress. I'm a Meryl Streep fan. I am. I think Will Smith and Denzel and them have made great movies. I don't think anybody consistently makes better movies than Tom Cruise. Am I disrespecting anybody? I've had the pleasure of meeting Saweetie when she came on my show, Stephen A's World. And I seen her a couple of times while I was traveling in circles. I happened to root for her. And I think that she's a tremendous talent who has potential and who knows what the future holds for her. Okay? But we understand that the Rihannas of the world and Beyonce's might be looked differently upon at this particular moment in time. Is that disrespecting her? Or is that highlighting something for her to shoot for in case somebody thinks that she's not there? Because I think she's fabulous. Lil Wayne is special, but I love Drake. Drake is special, but I love Nas. Nas is hellified, but I prefer Eminem. Eminem is off the chain, but I'm a Jay-Z dude. And oh, by the way, I'd give anything on this planet to have the power to resurrect so I could bring Biggie and Tupac back and see where they would measure up in today's culture, this rap game, compared to the names I mentioned. Am I disrespecting anybody? People have their proclivities. They have their preferences. They have their likes. They have their loves. I threw no hate nor any shade upon anybody. There is no reason for this. I apologize to Rihanna because of the nonsense that this has percolated into, because she deserved that, because she didn't ask to be in that. And I have to be more responsible than that because I didn't realize people would be so freaking idiotic that they would turn this into something it isn't. Silly me. I have been preoccupied lately with my memoir. So I lost touch for a second, but I'm back. I'm back. And I only got one thing to say before I get on out of here for the night. Y'all can throw 1,000, even 1,000,000 insults my way. I can take it. But let me tell you something right now. It's very rare in the day when I get accused of insulting someone when I meant no insult. When I want to insult somebody, you'll know. I'm Stephen A, baby. Don't ever forget that. That's it for No Mercy. You don't have to know sports to know mercy. Live with that line. But remember the last one I just said. When I want to come at you, when I want to insult you, there won't be any ambiguity. You'll know. Till next time. Peace and love, everybody.